morning, y'all. It is full-on copperhead season down here in Mississippi, and you better watch every single step. We're having us a snake killing. Time to get after them. Speaking of snakes, y'all want to see something terrifying? Oh, no, for real though. I do appreciate how people with purple hair dye their hair that way, because it lets us know that not only do you have a very low IQ, but you've got a very high opinion of yourself. Down here in Mississippi, we just say bless your heart, because we know you're way too dadgum stupid to argue with, and we ain't got time to argue with you. Mama's got a pie in the oven and Daddy's smoking a brisket on the back porch. Now listen, we got this Megan Rapinoe, and she is definitely one of these bless your heart candidates. She is a dangerous, hate-filled, left-wing extremist who also plays soccer occasionally, and she has offended millions and millions of Americans already. She wants biological men to compete against women. I believe that's actually hate speech, since, you know, women can't compete against a man physically, and you know this. You want to purposely take away a lifetime of work away from women. That's just hateful. I feel like it's ironic that I'm the one that's actually defending women's rights. Why do you hate the achievements of your own gender so much, Megan? You know? I mean, do you feel like these little girls growing up today should go up against men and get completely dominated by them? Or why not just ask Venus and Serena Williams about how that works out? Because back in 1998, they were both at the top of their game in the whole world. They made a statement and a wager to each other saying, we could take any man in the world who is above the 200 ranking mark. First off, they were smart enough to say they had to be ranked, 200 or below. But there was a man who obviously stepped up, and it was a German guy named Carsten Bracht, and he was ranked 203rd in the world. He beat Serena 6-1 and Venus 6-2. This is what happens when somebody like Megan gets a false sense of their own importance. Dude, like 64 people showed up to watch your World Cup match in 2019. I had a bigger audience watching my ping pong tournament at the neighborhood gathering in my garage the other night. I know y'all seen that video of a bunch of 15-year-old high school boys beating the living slop out of Megan and the rest of her team. See, they ain't nothing special. It was just a scrimmage they had a while back, and they beat them, what, 24-1? Matter of fact, I think it's a shame that they let one goal score. So y'all wanted some good news? Here it is. This ain't 2016 anymore. Nobody bats an eye when they get called transphobic anymore. That tactic doesn't work anymore because everybody sees through it. I actually find myself rooting for the opposing women's soccer team now when they're playing in the World Cup. How sad is that? But that's how far out of line these players are. They don't represent America. They represent hate toward biological women with real dreams to win a World Cup. Men have taken over women's sports. Men have taken over women's pageants. Men have taken over female hygiene products. They've taken over the covers of women's magazines. Ladies, are you pissed off enough yet? Because you've been completely erased by left-wing endorsed hate. I'm still identifying as the Atlanta Braves third baseman, but nobody respects that. Let's defend women and ban men competing against them everywhere. And Megan, you ain't gonna go down as a good soccer player, honey. You're gonna go down as America's Karen. But hey, I do love the smell of purple hair burning in the morning.